everyone, welcome to another YouTube video with exercisesforinjuries.com. My name is Kaya. Today we're going to go through some leg strengthening exercises that you can do for knee pain. We're not going to do any squats. We're going to go through exercises that are geared towards people of an older population or maybe that have some mobility issues. So hopefully these will be accessible ways for you to strengthen your legs. So the first thing we're going to go through is a lunge. So I'll give you some modifications for each one to make it easier or harder. So obviously basic lunge, we're stepping back with one leg, trying to keep this knee over top of the ankle, not passing the toe. And then coming down only as far as is comfortable before coming back up, keeping the hips pointing forward. So you only need to come down a couple inches. So to make this easier, you can use a wall or a chair, something for support. To make it harder, you can put a resistance band underneath the foot or hold some dumbbells and add some resistance. Going for about 10 of those on each side. Second thing we're going to do is a hip hinge or a deadlift motion. So feet are hip distance apart, slight bend in the knees, trying to maintain integrity in the spine as we do the entire movement. So my shoulders are over top of my hips. So as I come forward, hinging at the hips, knees have a slight bend. Come down until I can feel that stretch in the back of the legs. I'm still maintaining that integrity in the spine, using my core, my glutes, and my hamstrings coming all the way back up. So moving slowly and with control. Good. So to make this easier, you can use the wall or a chair. You can just not come down as far. And to make it harder, you can go onto one leg. So same movement but on one leg. So having to use that glute and hamstring of the opposite leg to stay stable. Or adding dumbbells or a resistance band and adding some more weight onto that. So again, going for about 10 repetitions of that one. Third one is a calf raise. So starting with the basic one, option to have a hand on the wall or a chair, coming all the way up into the toes as high as you can and then lowering back down. So pausing for a second at the top to squeeze and come down. Good. And then to make it a little bit more difficult, you can hold dumbbells or even working onto one leg all the way up and down. So again, trying for about 10 reps if you're doing a leg on its own, 10 on each side. Next thing we're going to do is a leg extension. So you can do this from seated or from standing. Or from lying down, sorry. So seated or from lying down. So from a seat, I'm lifting one leg up, extending the leg out. I'm squeezing my thighs so my quads engaged and coming back down. So important here that I'm maintaining the rest of my posture. Super tight core, shoulders are over hips. I'm not rounding forward or leaning back. I'm staying upright. All that's moving is my leg. So 10 on each side, squeeze and then lower down. Trying to hover, but you can rest the foot in between if you need to. To make this more difficult, you can wrap a resistance band around and add some resistance. Good, so 10 on each side again. And then the last thing we're going to do is a glute bridge. So coming down onto the back, feet are on the floor, knees are just about over top of my ankles, core is pulling in, super tight core, and then I'm going to push through my heels, lift the hips up and squeeze my glutes. So you can stay here and hold for 30 seconds and then come down and do that again, or 10 to 15 reps of lifting and lowering with control. To make this more difficult, you can put a resistance band over the hips, hold it down onto the floor, and add some resistance. Core is still engaged, and glutes squeeze the whole time. Good. So those are 5 exercises you can do to strengthen the legs, strengthen those muscles around the knee joint to help support it, help with any knee pain, and hopefully that those were accessible exercises for you to do. So if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and check out exercisesforinjuries.com. There's a search bar there. You can type in any questions that you might have, and there's bound to be some information there for you. So thanks for watching. My name's Kaya, and we'll see you next time. Bye.